toxic internally. That means that you got all kinds of stuff going on the inside of you, but you lying about it. You know you don't like them. You don't like people, but you still trying to name the name Jesus. You know for a fact you're not honest. You're not true in what it is that you're supposed to do. You don't give like you're supposed to. You know all of that stuff. So you're intoxicated. Internally, you're toxic. You're the type that literally slanders people. You envy folk. You know what I'm saying? You possess a spirit of strife and all that type of stuff. You're intoxicated internally. And so what happens is when you become so toxic with it, it now begins to start coming out. That's the reason why they say a drunk person will tell you the truth, because see, they've now become so toxic it's now spilling out. They can't hold it anymore. It's now beginning to seep out of them. They're now telling you exactly what's on the inside of them. Intoxicated. That's what drunkenness is. Don't be toxic. Not in chambering. Be careful what you do in secret places. Be careful. Don't be sleeping with folk you got no business. Chambering. Don't be in there doing all kinds of illicit stuff. Chambering. It doesn't take all that. Something's wrong with your appetite if it takes all that. Intimacy does not require all of that when it's with someone that loves you and you love them, someone that God has joined together. It doesn't take all that. You ain't got to be a freak. Chamber it. You a freak and you a Christian? Some ain't been brought under control. You better watch that spirit too, because that's a spirit you done bought in from your past life. You done bought it in from your past life. That freak. You done bought it in from your past life and need to be delivered. It doesn't require all that. When you are intimate with someone that the Lord has joined together with, conversation can please you with them. Just the laying in their arms and not even being, intimate, so to speak, can just make you safe, make you comfortable. But if you got to do all this freaking stuff, go get delivered. Go get delivered. Go get delivered. I don't care if you get mad about what I said. Go get delivered. I done told y'all, don't come for me, because I comes back. Go get delivered. You done bought that in from the world, and you're going to mess around and contaminate your marriage. You're going to contaminate your intimacy with your spouse, because see, your appetite, you got to get the appetite under control. It'll cause you after a while to not be pleased with them. What about when they can't pleasure that freak anymore? You know what the freak gonna do? Start freaking somewhere else. Alright, I done told you now. Wantonness is to have a bad attitude. Bad behavior. That's wantonness. Bad attitude, bad behavior. He says, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then he goes on to say, not in strife. Strife means that you are torn between. That's what strife means. To be torn between. Strife means you in them people's face, but you really got an issue with them. You torn. That's strife. That's what strife is. You in their face, you talking to them, but really deep down inside, you got an issue with them. I've seen that before with people. I can see it. I can pick it up and tell too that it's a strife there, and I be ready for it. I'm just crazy enough. I be so. I don't mean no harm, but I be ready for him to jump. I do. I be like, I be like, yeah, bring it. Come on, come. I'm serious. I don't mean no harm, y'all. Please don't think I go for bad, because that's not what I'm saying. I just ain't scared. That's all I'm saying is I just ain't scared. That's all I'm saying. I be like, bring it. Come on. Come on, because most of the time, what causes us to get in strife is a bunch of bull crap anyway. Most of the time, the things that puts us in strife is a level of illusion. It's something that is not true. I ain't ever seen strife come up based off of something that was actually factual, that was 100% factual. Strife would be something like this. I'm going to give y'all an example. I done told y'all, let's get in here today. Let's go, y'all. Let's do this. Look, this is what strife will do. Strife will have, let's say, Jimmy Ray and Jolene is standing over there talking. But what they talking about is the fact that Jimmy Ray's mama is sick, and Jolene is saying, hey, Jimmy Ray, I'm praying for your mom. I heard about the fact that she was sick. I'm sorry that y'all are having to deal with that. My prayers and our thoughts, and we put her on the prayer list at church, and asked pastor them all to touch and agree and to pray. But now some joker done passed by and saw them talking, and done went and told that they seen them talking and like they were going together. And now, so see, now part of that is true. They were talking. But the other part of it is they were not going together. But what strife will do is strife will make an illusion, and it'll cause something to look like what it is not. So now the folk done fell out with these people about something that wouldn't. Lord help me, God. Girl, you just go ahead and expose all this stuff to the people. That's right. I'm trying to help y'all. When I die, I'm gonna die empty. I'm gonna be done released everything out of me. I'm trying to tell you, you can learn a lot if you will listen to me. You can learn a lot. But that's why God, Lord help me, please. I'm not the smartest person, but I bet you I ain't the dumbest either, because I pay attention to things, and I literally try to discover how I can stay out of jams and how I can keep my butt out of trouble is what I try to do. Strife is, I ain't ever seen strife be 100% honest. It ain't ever 100% true. Somewhere there is an element of a lie connected to strife. Somewhere. So if you are in strife with anybody, you better go find the truth. You better start looking for the truth, because I guarantee you ain't got it all. I guarantee you ain't got the 100% truth. Argue me down. Bring it to me. Y'all know I'd be up for a good battle. Come on. You don't have 100% truth. Somebody done came to you with something that was half truth. With something that they done put together. Something they done perceived. And you done allowed them to put that on you. Now you walking around in strife. You mad at this person, but don't even have the whole truth of the matter. That's why it's good to talk to people. If you got an issue, talk to folk. That's why it's good to be honest about things. You can eliminate a lot of that stuff. Call them jokers out that brought you the lie. Bring them to the table. Say, come here. Billy Bob told me that he saw you and her standing up there on that corner and said y'all were going together. Well, this is the thing about it right here. Billy Bob, how you know they were going together? You heard the conversation that they was having. You actually heard what them folk were saying, Billy Bob. You heard what they were saying. No, you done perceived something and done went and started some trouble. That's what you done did. So go and put Billy Bob out to exposure, so you can see that Billy Bob is not really your friend. It's not really who you think Billy Bob. I like to shot a bird just then. I had to catch myself. I ain't gonna even tell no lie. I like to shot Billy Bob a bird. I'm telling you, I would shoot a bird in a minute. I got a habit of that. Lord help me, please. I would shoot a bird. It's two things I would do, y'all. Not just have to be honest. I would throw something in the garbage can real quick, and I will shoot birds. I'm serious, because that means I don't care nothing for it when I do that. I don't care nothing for it. I will shoot birds at people. I don't care nothing for that mess. That's exactly what I mean. I don't care nothing for that. I don't care nothing for that. You have to be too smart. You have to be smarter than that. To just let folk be just bringing you stuff. You don't know the whole deal. You don't know the whole deal. I'm going to tell y'all what the problem is on that. You got an issue somewhere with them people. And that's the reason why you were so quick to believe what they said. Because if you didn't have an issue with them folk, you wouldn't have been so quick to believe the lie that came to you that quick. You wouldn't have been able to believe it. Get away from me with that. Go on somewhere. People don't know how to be friends for real. Folk don't know how to be friends for real. Very, very few people. Very, very few people know how to be a real friend. Folk will smile in your face and pretend like they're your friend, and them people don't be your friend for real. And just as soon as somebody tell them something you supposed to be said or something you supposed to be did, they done turn their backs on you. Literally done turn their backs on you. I'm going to tell you a person that ain't no friend. A person that get pissed off because you ain't covered them in some bull crap that they were going in. Friendship does not necessarily mean covering. It does not necessarily mean covering. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. If I got to go to hell, if I got to tell a lie that can jeopardize me going to hell just to keep you from going, you going to hell because I ain't finna do that. You go to hell. Now, what that means is you just need to be strong enough or adult enough about yourself to just admit what you done did. That's what that means. That means you need to own your mess. You need to stand in your truth. You shouldn't want nobody having to lie. You shouldn't want to put a person in a predicament as to where they got to lie for you and jeopardize their state. Now, this person is clean. Visualize it. This person is clean. They haven't done anything wrong. You done did something wrong. But you mad because they won't lie and contaminate themselves for you. I got to get out of here. Y'all done mess around. Done got me started this morning. You want them to contaminate themselves for you. I'll go somewhere and sit, man. Y'all send them people to me. Send them folk to me, please. 777-9311. That's my number. Send them people to me. Send them to me. I don't put my number out publicly. I don't be want people. Y'all just heard me tell the truth, but I don't have with me want to be bothered sometimes. Now, I don't mean that to y'all. I'm saying that you can't say nothing to me. But I'm just telling y'all the 365 days, all 365, I don't be wanting to be bothered. So, I would be lying if I told you I did. So, you got to know, this is what he said. Let me finish this text here. He says, and envying. Now, we understand what envy is. Envy is when you will kill a person to have what's theirs. That's what to envy means. I would literally kill you to have what you got. He says there is an element of envy in you. Some folks will say, well, what describe envy? Give me an example of envy. I'm finna give you one. Y'all remember the story some years ago about a girl named Amy Fisher? Google it. She was messing with a Mexican man, I think he was, her name was Joey Buttafuoco. That's why I think he was Mexican, Puerto Rican or something. He started messing with that girl. I think Amy might have been 18 or something like that when he started having an affair with that girl. He was married. Amy wanted his life, wanted his wife's life, wanted to be with him. Went to the house and shot that woman in the face. Envy. That's what envy would do. Let me give you another example. Some people would say, well, I ain't shot. I wouldn't shoot. Now, I wouldn't go shoot nobody's wife or nothing like that. You shoot them if you sleep with their husband. You might as well shoot them because you shooting them. You shooting. You shooting. You just behind the scenes shooting, but you shooting. Because when he get through sleeping with you and go sleep with her, he's now done threw her body chemistry off. Because your pH balance is done become a part of it. So you shooting her. Now let's just be honest about it. You shooting her. So envy, you will kill them just to get what you want. That's what envy is. Paul said that's what you got to be careful of. So if you can still do this stuff, but consider yourself to be saved, now confess salvation, go back again. Go back to the table again. Go back to the drawing board again. That's for all of us. Go back to the drawing board again. Verse 14 says, but put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ. That's the answer. So you ain't wearing Jesus. Put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ and make not provision. Notice he says, you got to make provision for the flesh, which means you got to literally create an opportunity for the flesh. So he says you're creating an opportunity for your flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. What you mean, Pastor Lee? I'm creating an opportunity for my flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. You know for a fact that the man wants you. What you doing setting up on the phone with him? Why you walking around half naked in front of them? You making provisions for the flesh, ain't you? Huh? You making provisions for the flesh. You know they coming over, and you don't went in there and done took you up a clean bath and all this kind of stuff, and put all these little